Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we got Jin Mori from High School. Just watched episode 11. It looks like, I wasn't sure, but I think this could be a keeper of an anime. Like, I liked it, but this recent episode I thought was very good, you know. So, was it episode 11? Maybe 12? No. Yeah, anyway, it looks good. So, Jin Mori, main character, we may as well start with him. And landscape page, use a pencil, hit pause if I go too fast. So, let's go. About the middle line for his eyes. He's got big hair. Couldn't fit the full big spike, but sure. Let's go. So, curved line. Curving around. Real curvy sort of eyes. And then we just need to thicken that up. Like so. And then so he doesn't really have like eyelid lines going around. He just has his iris and then a line at the bottom of the iris, right? So the line at the bottom of the iris is just here. And then the iris will curve around to there, like that. And then the other side curves around like that. So it's kind of like a long sort of eye. It's not like a circle really. Okay. And then of course in there we have that star. That is his eye. So we just have like, stars are a bit tricky to draw, I know, but we'll give it a go. So we just have one point here first. And then the next one coming down the side, like so. And then this comes back, so these are like the arms. There's a fly buzzing around, like so. And then the bottom one. So it's a bit tricky to do stars freehand, but try your best. He's got like an eyelid line up here as well, so just like a curved line coming across the top of his eye, like so. Might be an extra line or two coming off in here, like some extra sort of detail lines just there. There's a little more detail to his eye. And maybe I'll make this a little bit spikier. Right, so I think, I'm not sure in High School if we're in proportion, but I think his eyes might be a bit too big, so yeah. So like the eyes are a bit bigger than standard human eyes. So we're a bit closer together when you start the next eye, right? So it's like, it starts here. Right, so the width of his eye, nearly, it's just like a little bit smaller in there. So it's like maybe the width of this side of his eye to his iris. Yeah, that'll fit in there. So like from this part of his eye to the edge of his iris on that side. So just imagine his eye is like cut off here. That's how much can fit in between. So that's the distance you want to go in between, because his eyes are bigger. They're not really in proportion. So then we curve that across. Like so. And then we just thicken up the top. Of course, he has some hair that comes down over this, and we'll have to erase them as well. So like that, and then the bottom of his eye, just same place as this one. Just there. And then it curves around for his iris, and his iris on that side. And then we'll try to do that star in the center again. So top there. And then we'll do the arm going down to there. Back the other side. And then down. Right, so we'll add some more eyelid line. Just here, going around his eye. Maybe some stuff coming out like so. Alright, so his nostrils. So you just have very simple 2 nostrils there. And then his mouth, so he's got kind of a serious look on his face, so it's like just outside, so like in line with the edge of his eye, just here. And on the edge of the eye over here, that's where you want to start, okay? So kind of like a down-turned kind of mouth. So it goes across, and about in line with the edge of his eye is about how far you want to go. And then he could have it like a little top lip line just there. And then his chin, he's a relatively pointy chin, just here. Like so. And then if you want to check your proportions, so the nose is about halfway between the eyes and the chin. Yeah, top of his eye to his nose is the same as nose to chin. And then his bottom lip is halfway between the nose and the chin. So here to his bottom lip. The bottom lip where it is, it's not drawn in, it's just where his bottom lip will be. There to there is the same as here to here. Okay? Bottom lip is halfway between nose and chin. Nose is halfway between eyes and chin. Approximately. Doesn't have to be exact. So then his jaw. So we'll go up the side. Like so. And then just in line with his eye and his mouth. So along this line. You want to stop along the mouth line and just underneath his eye. And then you'll start to curve here. Up towards the side of his face. And we loads of hair here, so we don't need to go up the full way. And we do the same on the other side. So we go up like so. And you want to stop about mouth level underneath the edge of his eye there. And you'll start to curve, but we don't need to go up too far again. Because his hair. Lots of hair. And I guess we might as well do that hair. So we have a hair spike coming down like so. It's a long one. Real long. Comes down here and then back up. Like so. And like another one that kind of goes behind his neck, just there. Another one going this way. Goes up around his eye. And then up towards the top of his head. Just there. And then we have another hair spike here. Goes down over his eye, back up to there. So his goggles are touching here, so we'll do the rest of his hair first. So we have another hair spike there. Goes up, another one comes down. So and then we keep going. Big one coming down across his face. Goes back up. This one covers a good bit of this eye now. Goes up like to there. Then we have another one coming down over his eye. look like so. This is like a clump that comes right down the middle of his forehead. And then we have another spike coming down here. And then we go up again. And then this one comes down the side of his face onto his cheek here. And then we go back up. And then a big one comes down. Let's say down to about here, about chin level. And then it'll go back up. All the way up to here. Okay, so his eyebrows, so he's frowning quite heavily. So we have, it starts like, say underneath his hair right down here. So goes underneath here, like so. And then it like curves around here. And then comes out this side, just there. And then we're going to bring it back up around the other side. Like so, and down. Like that kind of shape. And then pretty much the same on the other side, so we can see less of it. Goes up that way. Up into here. Like so. Right, so then we can see his ears, so just in line with his eyes just here, curves around, down to there, quite big ears, and then curves up around, some ear lines, some details, not a lot in Gala High School in terms of detail in their ears. He obviously has been fighting a lot because they're kind of like swollen. And then same here, kind of same level, comes down, around like so, back down to there, and kind of goes into the side of his face, just down here as well. Do-do-do-do. And some ear lines just in here. Like so. Okay, so those goggles. So we have like a spike here, just above the long piece of hair that he has, right? So it's like a little spike like that, okay? And then they go the whole way up and around, okay? So they go kind of a big sort of curving line, going all the way around. Down into there, okay? Curve around his head. Like that, so it's like a big hairband, okay? But then the goggle section, so wraps around here. Around like so. Up into the center there, okay? Like that, and then kind of comes across the middle here. And then comes down the other side. and joins back into here. So like comes around. Like that kind of thing. And then we have some extra like edge lines just inside here. You don't necessarily have to be joining lines. They just go around like that. And then the same thing kind of here. Like that. And then there's like black boxes like inside. Well, sometimes they're shaded green, but we'll draw them in just for the purposes of this. So just a couple. You don't have to like draw them all in. Like this kind of thing. And let's see, maybe like another there. Like this. And some on this side too. And you can color them in black if you'd like. Okay, right, so the rest of his hair. So we'll go back down to the back of his head. So under his ear, we got more hair spikes, right? Coming out this way. One there. And it's kind of just a few of these. And then we get up to the big ones on top. So, like another, this comes out to like there, and then we go real big up to here, and then that comes out like so. That goes up. Beside his goggles, sort of in there. And then we have a smaller one coming down. That, and we'll do, before we do like the three big ones, we'll do this pretty much over this side. So like some coming down behind his ear, another one maybe just behind his head here, and some coming down his neck, just so his neckline is about here. Okay, might as well do his neck on the other side as well. He's a pretty complicated character. He's unusual. He's harder than I thought. Very particular kind of style. It's cool. Okay. Then we have another line. Just there. And then a much bigger one then comes out. It goes back up in just near the goggles, like just here. Like there. And then we have a smaller one sticking out here. Like so. Okay, so then he has like two pretty big ones that come out here, and then a big one that goes off that way, okay? So, the big one, let's go. Like all the way up to there. That goes back down in towards his goggles. And then we have maybe a small spike inside here. And then his big hair spike will go, so like a real big sort of spike going like this way. Goes up and off the top of my page, and then it'll come back down. Maybe we'll go maybe, let's see, curving, check, back that way, and then back into here somewhere. Real big hair spike, and then he might have like another one, a small one going that way beside it, and then a relatively big one as well that goes back this direction and then back into there. Okay, so there's Jin Mori's hair. That's not easy hair as animes go anyway. Okay, so let's go. So side of his trapezius goes down here, like there, and then side of his trapezius goes down there on that side. And then we have his t-shirt, comes around down the bottom. It's kind of a ripped sort of baggy style sort of thing. Coming down there, goes around the back of his neck, like so, and we cut up like a fold line going that way, and then his shoulder goes down off the page. Shoulder will go down off the page, and some fold lines for his armpits there. Oh, and we need some neck muscles, so like a line going down that way, another one going down there, and some collarbone going off towards his shoulder, collarbone going off towards his shoulder that way. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how to draw Jin Mori from The God of High School. Hope it was helpful. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.